welcome back to my channel. My name is meribahMUA. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for stopping by, and before you leave, don't forget to click that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. So today's makeup look is just the go-to travel makeup that I love doing. I wore this a lot while I was in Japan and Hong Kong and just all over Asia. It was so much fun. If you haven't seen those vlogs, go to my vlogging playlist and check those out. But yeah, so this is just a really simple look. You could also do this for like everyday makeup wear, or I think this is a really pretty look for summer. It's just really natural and pretty, and I like it. Also, I apologize in advance if you hear any background noise of like digging or anything like that. We are doing some landscaping on the area where my camera is. Right behind it is a window, and they're putting in new plants and everything like that. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started on the video. If I look naked, I'm actually not. Wearing a tube top today. I got this at Fashion Nova. I saw it on White Fox Boutique for like $30, and I found it on Fashion Nova for like 15 bucks. So that's why I look naked, but I'm not, I promise. And my fingers are stubbly, growing on my nails, just so they can recover from having acrylics on for like 2 months straight. And yeah, and I'm also growing out my eyebrows. So I'm trying to see what hairs I have there and just let them fill in. So I have a lot of sparse hairs here, so please don't judge me. I'm just letting them grow. So the biggest thing that you want to focus on when you travel to keep your skin like friendly with makeup, and so it's not a total disaster, is you want to moisturize. So I was doing like so much moisturizer at night. I was using the, I think it's called the like Lange like sleeping mask that I had for samples, and then I was also using the It Cosmetics like Miracle Cream samples, which I didn't really see that much difference in my skin as far as it being different from other moisturizers. And then in the morning, I was also using the It Cosmetics Miracle Cream or whatever it's called. And it is just so important to moisturize at nighttime and in the morning before you do your makeup when you travel, because the airplane sucks so much moisture out of your skin, especially if you're traveling overseas and the flight is like 7 hours or 17 hours long. And when I was on the flight to Shanghai, I actually did a sheet mask, I did a lip mask, I did under eye mask. I focused a lot on keeping my skin moisturized. So that is the biggest tip or trick that I can tell you about, you know, having good skin for wearing makeup when you're traveling, is you have to have super hydrated and moisturized skin, and even like under your eyes, because you don't want any of the skin cracking. So, I mean, if you forget like a serum or something like that, or, you know, just like extra things like vitamin C, brightening cream, stuff like that, I mean, it's okay, but like, do not like travel without bringing a nighttime and a morning moisturizer. I think the biggest thing between a nighttime and a morning moisturizer is a morning moisturizer would be something that can look good under your makeup, or that's designed for like prepping for makeup. Whereas a nighttime moisturizer, you just look shiny and greasy and you're like ready for bed. So yeah. So my go-to primer when I travel is the Pores No More by Dr. Brandt Illuminizer primer. I've talked about this a lot on my channel, and I really like this primer because it just leaves your skin super luminous and dewy throughout the day without it getting shiny. So you just want to apply a small amount on the back of your hand, and then you will just rub this in as your primer. And I like to focus on the areas where I like to look really dewy, so the cheeks, the forehead, my nose. I'm not super oily. I have combination skin, but I tend to dry out more easily than I will get oily. The only time I get oily is when I have super cakey foundation and it's like 1,000,000 degrees outside. But when I traveled, I wore foundation like once and I wore the Makeup Forever stick, and then I was really cakey and I just said, you know what, I'm not gonna fuss with foundation. I'm just gonna do my no foundation makeup routine, which is where I just wear concealer. And then I really like doing a bold brow when I travel. So I use the Anastasia Dip Brow. And the reason why I like doing a bold eyebrow is just because I feel like in pictures, it just shows up so much better. The Benefit Cosmetics Precisely My Brow Pencil is just a little more faint. So I just wanted to do a brow that was super bold and would show up really well on pictures. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Dip Brow. And if you're a ginger like me, the shade Auburn I think is the best. It's a little brown that has a tint of red. I'm really anxious for Kat Von D to come out with an Auburn shade in her new brow product. And when she does that, then I will be purchasing that to test out because I am a little sick of using this formula. I've had it forever. And I just want to try something new. So I'm going to pop on my brows and we'll just speed through this and get it going. Then with concealer, I'm just gonna carve out the bottom of my brow just to make it look more sharper. And I'm using the Nars concealer. And with the damp beauty blender, you just wanna just kind of like blend out that concealer. All right, so you guys kind of know, you know, the next step. You're gonna just set your eyebrows. Next, I'm taking the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Medium Bisque, and I'm just gonna contour the sides here. And then I also just bring it up onto the forehead. You guys have seen me do this like 1,000,000 times. And I'm gonna do it on my nose and just a little bit on my chin. With the Damn Beauty blender, again, we're just gonna blend this out. Then with the Nars concealer, again, you're gonna blend this underneath your eyes. When I travel, I get really bad bags, obviously. You know, you're tired, you're traveling, you're walking all day. Your days are longer, less, you know, just, you're less sedentary. Like, I work out every day, and when I travel, I'm exhausted. So I always get really bad bags. So you just wanna highlight, you know, anywhere where you want to cover redness, or, you know, you just want the more focal points of your face. So I always do down the nose, underneath the eyes, on the forehead, chin, and then upper lip. I get really red right here, so it just makes sense to do that. And you'll take that Damn Beauty blender and you will just blend this out. Okay, so next for all over powder, I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finishing Powder. I can never say that, and you can see I've hit pan on this so hard, and I'm going to buy another one, but I'm waiting because I have another Makeup Forever powder that I really need to finish, so I'm not going to buy this until I'm done with that powder. And we're just going to set over the entire face and eyelid, and then that would be it. Okay. Next, with the fan brush, we're just gonna bronze up the entire face, similar to the contour pattern, which is like the 3. We go 1, 1, 2, and 3. So you get like a 3 on the side of your face, if that makes sense. So we're just taking this, and this is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This is a very affordable bronzer, which is good to travel with. And if you have fair skin, this is a lot more cool tone. So I like using this one because it doesn't make me look too cray. And then for blush, I'm using the Nars Travel Size Blush in Orgasm. I think this is the most pretty blush for traveling because you just have that natural flush look. Alright, and then I'm gonna move on to eyes. I know you guys are probably like, what the fuck, are you gonna do your highlight? But I highlight at the end, okay? So when I went to Asia, I brought the Jaclyn Hill palette by Morphe. And I was really having a hard time packing this. I was like, how do I pack this without breaking it? So on the way there, I just patted it really well in between some clothes. And then on the way home, I just put it on in my carry-on because I just was like, I don't want to break this. Because this thing's pretty big. So I feel like you don't need to pack this large of a palette when you travel. But the reason why I brought this one is because I was really indecisive of what kind of looks I was going to want to do. So I just feel like this palette has so many different, you know, looks that you can do. And most of the days I just stayed in like these neutral shades, but I did pop on some blue throughout the trip. So I was glad that I, you know, had the options. But despite that, I would definitely just bring a palette that has like really easy neutral shades to work with. So for all over the lid, I'm taking the shade in the corner. It has a little shimmer to it, but I just feel like it works so well just buffing all over the lid. And I'm gonna take this really like orangey gold shade and I'm gonna buff this all over the lid. Excuse me, all over the crease. So next I would take like a buffing brush like this. And I will go into like this shade and these, like generally like these shades. And I'm gonna buff this all along underneath the eye. And then I'll just buff this out even more with that same brush that I used in the crease. And then I'm gonna take those 3 shades again. And I'll just kind of go in the crease again with this. And then I would just take a buffing brush up here and I would just really buff this out into the brow and make this transition really smoothly. And then I will take a shimmer shade. Doesn't really matter which one, but I'm gonna go with this little pink one and I'm just gonna pick up a little bit of shimmer. And I will just buff this on top of the lid in the center. And then with this second shade here, I will just pick this up on this little pointer brush here and I'm gonna pop this in the corner of my eyes. And then if you wanted to, by the way, if you feel like you need to contour your nose, you definitely can do that. And I'm gonna do that really quick. And this is just so your nose doesn't disappear into your face. It's not necessarily though, it's just an extra step. And I really like this flat brush here and I'll just kind of press. For mascara, I'm using the Huge Extreme Lash Mascara by Stila. And then for lashes, you guys know that my favorite lashes are these. The Sephora Flirt lashes. They are amazing. I absolutely love these lashes. And I am gonna pop on those lashes really quick and I will be right back. Alright, so the eyelashes are on. This is what they look like. They look super natural and that's why I wear them all the time. Because they look like extensions. So, if you didn't know, now you know. Then I am going to take this Milani Make It Last setting spray. This is 16-hour setting spray. You know you need that when you're traveling, so this is perfect. What I like to do is I like to put my highlighter on right after I put my setting spray on so it can kind of cling to that. So I am of course using the Anastasia Amrezy highlighter. This thing is bomb. I used this the entire trip. And I'm going right down the nose. And just a little dip. It's so crazy. It is so poppin'. And I'm gonna do right underneath the eyebrow where all these crazy hairs are trying to grow back in. And it's just gonna accentuate the fuck out of them, but I don't care. And then I am taking this Spectrum brush here. This is my favorite highlighting brush. And we're gonna go. Ooh. And I like to highlight right up here on my forehead. Really get it glowing, get it popping. And then of course, gonna highlight this body, girl. I highlight right on my collarbone and right on my little neck muscles. And we're gonna go right on the shoulder. Lastly, for lips, I think the prettiest lip color when you're like traveling and when you're just going about your day trying to look fierce is a red lip. This is one of my favorite lip colors, and I have it in such a small little guy here. This is the Sephora Cream Lip Stain, and this is in the shade 1. I don't know what that even means, but I seriously use this all the time, and there's just so much product left in it still, I think, unless I use it all on my trip. But anyways, we're gonna do a bold, fierce red lip. All right, you guys, this completes the final look. This is my go-to travel makeup. I just love like the neutral eye and the bright red lip. It's my favorite. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and click that subscribe button. Also, you can follow me on all social media at meribahMUA, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.